We need to think about an intro. We need to think about how we're going to introduce ourselves to our fans.
I want to introduce myself to my fans.
Okay.
As? I don't have a good joke. I got nothing, boys.
I've been so overly social today.
Oh, you were social?
Yeah.
Who were you socialing with?
With my mom.
Oh, right.
My mom I love my mom so much, but she's chatty. She loves to talk. Yeah. And she's high energy like me.
You used up all your social energy.
Immediately drained.
Yeah, I getcha.
Hang out with myself.
Oh my God,
so
someone
hard.
just licked my foot.
Sorry.
Noelle, I got excited.
Oh, wait, you did it too?
Oh,
I was on the other foot.
Hey,
whoa.
buddies.
Dear listener, we have evening energy. Normally we have morning energy, but today we are in the evening. We've got a dog here. We've got
into this evening vibe.
The evening vibe.
We're having a city. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it energy. It's kind of like an absence of energy.
Look, we're all just waiting.
The rhythm of the city.
We're all just working towards getting Chipotle.
A calm chasm of...
Well, you said we're going to have a sensual dinner.
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, we are going to have a sensual dinner. So let's have a sensual time.
Tell me about the sensual dinner that we're going to have.
We're going to sit down and we're going to eat Chipotle.
Okay, how sensual?
How sensual is it going to get?
Like I have something fun. My mom was talking about how she melts brie cheese today, and she takes a thing of brie and puts it into the microwave.
This is fun.
And we call it the white person's tortilla. Nope.
Wait,
quesadilla.
What? But wait, it's just cheese?
Nothing.
No, it's something. It's something.
Going back, Juniper,
how is what you wanted it to be?
How is this sensual? And how does that relate to Chipotle?
Okay, and I have another.
I was just thinking about it.
Furthermore, you put just cheese in the microwave and you call the cheese a tortilla.
A quesadilla.
That's even more. It doesn't make sense.
Either way.
Like, what?
It's like brie cheese.
Yes, but it's just cheese.
Well, it makes sense.
Tell me how. No, it fucking doesn't. What are you talking about? What are you like?
Okay, you know what fucking brie cheese is?
Yes, it's a soft
Yeah,
cheese.
we all know what the brie cheese is. That's not the issue.
The hard, like...
Wait, are you about to fucking tell me? Hold up. Are you about to fucking tell me that you guys eat the, like, skin after
the crust of the brie. Yeah, it's good.
I mean,
but you're not eat that part?
I mean, you can eat. Okay, it depends on the quality
you and
of the
your
brie.
mom put a wheel of brie.
No, just a wedge. Just a wedge.
A huge wheel of brie into the microwave.
Sensually.
You sensuously press the buttons. Boop, 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 boop. You pull it out.
Yeah.
And you call it plain. You call it a white person quesadilla. And then you gorge yourself on just brie cheese
with nothing else. I mean, that's like a monster.
We use crackers.
Okay, it's not abnormal to heat brie. Like, why don't you just say you're eating warm brie?
Well, I will say, that's a very white person thing to do.
And that's why it's called a white person's quesadilla.
It's not a fucking quesadilla!
It's not a quesadilla, but it sure is white.
I mean, if you think about it this way, the brie...
I guess the whitest part about it is to have the audacity to claim it's a quesadilla. Bless you.
You're right.
I peed a little bit. I did it.
This evening energy is too much.
No, let me finish. So,
oh my God.
There's more?
Yeah, well, because I'm trying to explain to you. Because if you think of it like the brie that's inside, the inner part that gets the gooey part.
I'm so mad.
That's the cheese, right?
Yeah.
It's all the cheese.
It's all just cheese.
It's all cheese.
And then the fungus on top.
It's not fungus.
It's not fungus. It's just cheese.
It's mold.
It's the rind. The whole cheese.
If you're gonna call
if the rind is mold,
that's the
so
tortilla.
is the rest of the cheese.
That's the
it's
tortilla.
All just cheese.
It's not tortilla. In any way.
We understood that when you said you ate the rind. Why are you explaining that to me? I hate you so deeply.
I'm just saying, saying, like, you know.
We need to go outside and fist fight right now.
I'll be your
I'll
fucking...
bring my brie.
I'll be your, like, second.
Well,
You're going to be punching me. I'm going to have, like, a slice of brie
You're gonna be just
in my
eating.
mouth, like, wagging it
And you're, like,
around.
calling it a fucking quesadilla.
Yeah.
Juniper,
this is just like a quesadilla, even though it's just
psychopath.
all cheese.
Yeah.
so Juniper, there's a thing that I've been wanting to make. That is, you take puff pastry and you wrap a whole reel of brie in it, and then you put it in the oven and
Ooh,
bake
that
it.
sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
So what the fuck would you call that?
Brie and croûte.
A rich man's calzone.
No,
Yeah, I was going to say a calzone.
Fuck you.
A rich and
No,
tasty
yeah, okay,
man.
fuck no.
I would
Fuck
serve
no.
that at
That
a
makes more
restaurant, and I would
sense.
call
No.
it the King's calzone.
No,
The
okay, no,
luxury
because a calzone is, for all of its faults, a calzone is a pizza folded in half. It is made with a pizza dough.
You're
A puff pastry is not a pizza dough.
I guess.
If I wrapped it in a pizza dough, I would say it is a rich man's calzone. But it is wrapped in
A
puff pastry.
Danish.
I guess it is kind of a Danish.
A rich.
A rich man's
Like, the
Danish.
King's
You're right.
Danish.
You're right. I can't argue with that. That
A
would just
white
be a
man's
really.
Danish.
A white, the
Really
white.
all right. Well, let's not play D&D.
Yeah, let's go home.
It's not the intro that we wanted.
That's the intro we got.
Yeah,
It's the intro we got.
We deserve.
It is.
Let's introduce
Let's
ourselves.
introduce ourselves. Hi, my name is Kat, and I am your game master. I am your Mr. Game and Watch.
Ooh.
My goodness. Hello, my name is Noelle. I play the Gap, who is a white man's quesadilla.
It's your turn, right, Jennifer?
Oh, yeah, I play
Yeah,
Ainsley.
stop popping your
Yeah,
mouth
stop
while I'm trying to talk. I'm gonna smash us both through that window.
Do
Honestly, it would be a kindness.
And through the following window. And then,
mercy killing.
and then we'll be inside the bush.
Again, a kindness.
We'll live there for many years.
I play Ainsley, and I guess Ainsley is the white man's Danish.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, I just stole your joke because I didn't want to do any fucking legwork. I was one hundo dundo.
And
Wanando done.
Hundo dundo.
I'm Hannah, and I, of course, play Antone Postminger, the rich man's calzone.
Very good.
All right, so last time, 2 people have gone missing. Chadron and Cambry have both gone missing.
Cambry was the nerdy one. Chadron was the super rich one.
Yes. Anton, you were supposed to meet Cambry, for a date to extract information. And, you got stood up. And then when you went to go see what happened with Cambry, you found Cambry's book and some red splotches on the ground, which you determined to be tomato preserves, which were stolen from the kitchen. You figured that out. You also found in Cambry's book that the Vonir do not leave blood when they take a victim. So that's inconsistent. You did find, I believe when you were looking for the tomato preserves, you did find some rhinestones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. And then you guys, you followed the hoof prints.
Yeah,
from
that's right,
Cambry's,
that's right.
the site of Cambry's abduction.
Abduction.
All the way to the Bellius Bluffs trailhead.
Yeah.
And you were all too chicken to follow the footprints any further.
At
we were very
night
I wouldn't say
time because it
chicken.
was spooky.
We made a rational decision.
We were very afraid.
You made a rational, emotional decision.
A
Ainsley saw
rational
a
decision
rabbit.
based on emotions.
Based on emotions.
Yeah.
Rationally.
Based on feelings, emotions, thoughts, and
Vibes.
Rationality.
and vibes.
And
And
vibes.
logic.
And logic. And vibes.
Yeah. Logical vibes.
And facts.
yeah.
Science.
And science.
And fishing equipment.
All right. And you did talk to Foya, the owner of the camp, and she showed you the letter that Chadron and Cambry both wrote, saying that they're leaving for various reasons.
Because we were going to compare the handwriting.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Cambry, we had a sample of his.
Yes, you had a handwriting sample from Cambry.
I think we found out that the handwriting didn't match, and like we were all like, And then I think we kind of ended.
Okay, so you are done with Foya and Gap. You, meanwhile, while all of this is happening, Gap, you have been having a lovely time digging in the garden.
Of course.
Yeah, you and Zalzia.
Mm-hmm. My cabin.
Yeah, your bunk friend.
Not friend.
Yeah, you're not friend. Your bunkmate. Your bunkmate Zalzia. And Zalzia she's oohing and eyeing over all the produce, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, the Gap! Do you see how ripe these zucchini are?"
Look at this one. It's tiny. It looks like the child of that one.
She goes, "Oh, look, they're like a little family." We don't get this kind of fresh produce in the desert, in Danmar. It's honestly, I'm really enjoying this. I know some of the others were complaining, but
they're insane.
I think you might be right. Yep, I think they are a little insane. I know that Teisler is really excited about all of the fresh fruits and vegetables too. He's, like living on a mountain. He didn't get to eat a ton from the monk's lifestyle. He told me he's really enjoying all the food here at camp. So thanks for helping out in the kitchen this morning.
Tell me how you met Teisler.
Oh, wow, that's forceful. She says, well, I don't know how much you heard about what happened up at the Temple of Farah, but after Torva sort of evicted them from their temple, and they all came down to Danmar. So those of us who had space, we volunteered to take in members of the temple, and so Teisler ended up living with my family, and he's been with us for the last few months.
So what's the vibe?
Oh, I mean, he's a great guy. He's super friendly, and he has slightly different experiences on things, and that's been really interesting. Just learning how somebody else lives. When they live as an austere monk, and I've been able to introduce him to things like Hungry Boy, and there was a great bard who came through. His name was Dashing Diamond, and oh my gosh,
Hungry Boy's overrated.
Really? You think so? Do you guys have a Hungry Boy? Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Banfeld, and the best restaurant in town is my cousin's restaurant, and it's amazing, and they sell red bread there.
Oh, cool. Your cousin has a restaurant.
Delich salads.
Do you help out with your cousin's restaurant then? Is that how you got into cooking?
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I have a question for you.
Yes! The Gap, I've never met anybody quite so direct.
What I would like to know is, how did you hear about this camp?
Oh, well, okay, so my cousin's friend's brother went here 20 years ago, and there were flyers in town.
But you wanted to come here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
To Hrose camp.
Oh, yeah, we wanted to go to Hrose camp.
You weren't confused.
No, I know there are some, fancier horse camps in the area, but, this one's a little bit more within my family's budget, especially to send Teisler and I both here.
Have you heard if anybody else came here by mistake?
Did you come here by mistake? Fart noise.
No. I heard that Antone did, so I just was wondering.
Oh, weird. I wonder how somebody goes to a camp by mistake.
Me too. Look, this zucchini has a protuberance.
Oh, that looks like a naughty zucchini. All right, and then we'll move on from there.
I literally lay my life down for the Gap.
All right, so then you guys head out to lunch after your horse riding and your camp gardening. Lunch is a burrito.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, burrito with salsa made from the veggies from the garden.
I don't wish to continue the conversation.
Are there any pickled peppers in the salsa?
There are some.
Honestly, that sounds
fucking normal.
All right, so you have your burritos, your lunch.
I would like to. Is there a moment that we can sneak away, because I need to go into the woods during the daytime.
Is there a free hour?
You could ask. Lyle had accompanied you back from the stables, and he's coming back with his burrito, and he's got some wet napkins that he's using to wipe the dirt from his hands before he eats his burrito.
You should really use some soap, actually.
And he says, "Oh, well, you're probably right, but gotta look at that burrito."
Oh, what do you mean, Ainsley? You love eating dirt.
I mean, what? Not before. What?
Ooh, Ainsley got
Listen, that's not the point. Do we have a free time? Is there a free hour of the day?
Yeah, after our afternoon activities today, yeah, there's gonna be a free period.
Is it, like, will it still light outside?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Not like free period, but like it's 5 minutes before you have to go to fucking sleep.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got until from after your afternoon activities until sundown. Yeah, you'll have a free period.
And what are these afternoon activities?
Yeah, what are we
let's
doing?
see. You guys are in the owl bear group, so you guys are going to be the crafts yurt.
Oh,
You guys like doing crafts?
you know what I bet they have in the crafts yurt?
What?
Rhinestones.
Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
I love crafts.
Oh, and what is the other group doing?
They're with me. They're having their time with the horses.
Why do you say that like you don't like horses? You're at horse camp.
It's not
Part of this attitude for me all the time.
I elbow Ainsley, and then I say, if someone were, say, hurt or something, and they couldn't get on a horse, might they perhaps join us in the craft tent?
Oh, I guess you'd have to talk to Foya about that. I don't really handle the scheduling. I'm just here for the horses.
I look at Ainsley.
Are you gonna break somebody's leg?
Heavens, no! I'd have you do it.
Well, like, depends on who it is.
Well, what I mean is we should have the Gap with us if we're going to try and figure out what's going on here.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, I love the Gap, though. So, like, I'm not really down to, like, commit bodily harm against them.
Okay, well, can't you just have them fake sick or something?
We'll see. I don't know what their performance skill looks like, but...
We know everything about each other.
What's that tone? Tone?
I'm just saying, you make such a big deal out of your special relationship.
I don't want to have this conversation anymore. I'm hungry and I'm gonna go get some corn salsa. Goodbye. Ainsley walks away.
Hit a nerve.
And the Gap is like, hey Ainsley, hey Anton.
Oh, the Gap, I'm so glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too.
Just been spending my time in some strange company.
Let's hug.
Yeah, oh my god! Ainsley jumps.
And then, oh great, and I catch you. And then when I put you down, I say, okay, Anton, let's hug.
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
What?
Don't leave them high and dry.
I open my arms.
Get in.
Get in.
Just stands there looking like confused and upset.
The Gap moves towards you and
Consume him!
While you are moving towards Antone, I say Jethica just like jumps into your arms.
oh.
No, that's a bitch who knows how to hug.
Hi, Jethica.
The Gap, you're a great hugger. I saw you. I didn't want you to be left high and dry since that sourpuss wasn't going to give you a hug. Are you excited for the horses this afternoon?
Actually, the Gap's not feeling very well.
What?
And
I was like really looking forward. I am looking forward to the horse.
But like the Gap just feels really sick. Like they vomited 20 times, right? That's like their fourth burrito because they keep vomiting the burritos.
If I was vomiting my burritos, I wouldn't eat more burritos, Ainsley.
But you were just so hungry. Remember that you said that?
Actually, the Gap, I do need a hug, I say.
I I hug Anto.
And I whisper in your ear and I say...
You have to, like, bend over while I'm hugging you.
Yeah. And I say, Gap, we need to do some investigating of the craft tent, and I know that you're apt at noticing things.
What is your giant brain? I'm also in the hug now.
I'm glad we're all hugging, but what if I need to notice something about the horses? Like how much I love them.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for that later.
I completely understand how you feel, the Gap. I wasted half of my horse riding time this morning investigating and interrogating a defenseless woman.
Oh.
So...
Well, we all
have to make sacrifices.
I'm just saying complicit might be a better word.
You're right, both of you. Okay, I'm in.
Oh my god, the Gap, another burrito down!
Oh, the Gap, I can't believe you've been taken ill. How will you ride a horse like this?
I can't ride a horse. They might get my vomit on them.
Yeah, that would be awful.
I guess you better come with us to the crafts yard.
Yeah, I guess there's like no other solution.
And Brant rushes over to you. The Gap.
Brant.
The Gap, you feeling okay, bud?
No, I feel just sick enough that I could do crafts.
Do you... there's some kind of like a performance skill or something?
I have flattery. I'll use flattery.
Okay. You gotta use flatter.
I'm gonna say, Brant, you're such a kind soul. You're such a good camp counselor, and I know that you'll know the right thing to do.
I am gonna have you make a check for this.
Okay.
To convince Brant to flatter him into letting you go to the crafts yurt.
Okay.
Instead of the infirmary.
How much?
I will set this at a 5.
Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna put in a little point from my abilities.
Your abilities.
Oh please! I just wanna go to the craft yurt. Hey, I got a 5 exactly.
Hey, look at you with the good rolls today.
I know.
Shit. All right, so Brant says, "Well, if you think you're okay for the crafts yurt, I know she'll be fine with having another camper, right, Nix?" And Nix is in the dining hall now, and she looks like she's still like a little bit out of it, but like she's with it. She's here. She's
some good cave moss.
Yeah. She was, and she looks up and goes, Yeah, I can definitely handle another camper today. The Gap, you and me, we're doing it.
Yes, thank you, Nix.
Cool.
Brant is really cool and nice, don't you think?
Yeah, Brant's cool.
I give an exaggerated wink to Brant.
And Brant, like, blushes really, like, it's really dark green. And he's like, "Oh, you don't mean that, Nix. You're just saying that." And she's like, yeah.
No, let's go, Nix.
Oh, yeah, we're moving. We're doing it. So then Nix, she takes her burrito with her as you guys all head to the crafts yurt.
Ayo.
All right, so you head out to the crafts yurt. It is a lovely little, it's a yurt, it's a round tent with a roof, and it's bright blue, and it's got like painted sides, and inside there's lots of shelves with different crafting supplies. There are some posters on the wall with instructions on how to make different patterns of lanyards and friendship bracelets.
Little lizards.
Yeah, little lizards.
Bead lizards.
Yeah, there's a poster with instructions on how to make bead lizards and a bead dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, so, and as well, there is the beginning of this summer's quilt block laid down on the table, and Nick says, "Okay, so, like, Foya wants everybody to take a turn cutting out a piece for the quilt block and, just make it so it, like, fits with the other pieces, and then you can do whatever you want."
I say, Nix, who exactly is in charge of managing the supplies here in the craft yard?
Well, it's not me.
A very informative answer. Tell
Gap
me.
is furiously cutting fabric, by the way.
Ainsley is not cutting fabric, but they are digging through every box they can find to search for rhinestones.
Tell me, Nix, what do you know about this establishment?
The crafts yurt? It's a tent full of craft supplies. I don't know what you want from me, kid.
Well, surely someone keeps track of what's in here.
I don't know, probably Foya. Maybe Bragmire. I don't know what she does. Maybe.
Where is Bragmar?
Probably like killing a child.
I don't know, maybe. She does her own thing, you know? She just sort of like shows up, and sometimes she like brings stuff from town, and sometimes she just sort of plays a prank and then leaves. She's cool.
She plays pranks?
What kind of pranks?
Oh, like, you know, one time she put a snake in Lyle's boot. That was pretty fun. That was honestly pretty funny.
A real snake?
Oh yeah, a real snake.
Poison snake?
Has she ever like
snake.
Has she ever like played a prank on a child, like pretending to kill them or something?
Well, I mean, there was one summer where she sort of went through this phase of setting snare traps for campers, the kind where I would like pull them up into a tree. If they stepped through a piece of rope.
What sort of camp is it that you're running?
That was like just
Hot and funny.
And she says, "Yeah, I mean, I was a camper that year. I got stuck up in a tree once, and I mean, she came and got me down pretty fast. It wasn't a big deal. She just does shit for shits and giggles.
Have you ever had like a long conversation with her, or like?
Oh, she's pretty mysterious. She keeps to herself. I don't know. I think she's like." I look, and you didn't hear this from me because it's absolutely a rumor, and like this is just what the campers would pass around when I was a camper. But we always used to think that she was like part of the Kiloney cult, so like the thief and the trickster, and that's what they always said her whole deal was. I just think she's a weird old lady.
Cat.
Yeah.
What would I guess, know about the Kiloney cult?
What is how much magic stuff?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that magic was a skill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Magic.
My rating for magic is 6.
Why don't you roll me to see how much you know?
Okay.
It's a 4.
Okay.
This
in
is
that
low,
case,
just to see what you know.
I'm going to use 2 of my magic knowledge.
Okay.
Wow, I rolled a 6.
Hell yeah.
Shit,
all right.
alright.
You know so much. I'm going to give you extra because you rolled so good. So what you know of the Kiloney cult, they are very shadowy. People who are members do not advertise it. It's something they keep to themselves. Generally, they are not violent. Like, they're not into murder. They're not into any sort of violent acts or extortion. They are really just about, like, stealing from the rich.
Hell yeah.
And playing pranks and just fucking with people. Just for the fun of it. Just for the life of it. You know? Like, they don't really have a goal. Per se. You do also know, I think with the roll as high as you got, that members of the Kiloney cult always carry a medallion with them that has the symbols of the thief and trickster on it.
Okay. And thinking through this and realizing the connection with Bragmire, you can see as Antone's face contorts in rage.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this mid-roll. Thank you for coming to the mid-roll conference. My name is Kat. I am your keynote speaker here today. And really, thank you so much for coming out today. You guys are really making it work, coming all the way out here to this mid-roll. I know some of you came from way over there, and some other people, you came from way over there. Am I right? Well, welcome to the mid-roll conference. Let's get started. So first up on our agenda here, I wanna thank some of our recent Patreon donors. That's right, it's the Patreon donors, those people who make this podcast possible through their support. Yeah, let's give it up for the Patreon donors. They are Casey, Gavin, Preston, Jacob, Marcella, Josh, Alec, Nate, Marin, and Scarlett. Thank you all so much for your support. Let's give it up for them, folks. Yeah. I don't know if this bit is working. I've had to go to a couple corporate meetings recently, so that's the energy I'm bringing to this today. And we're gonna just keep it moving here with our next speaker. Yeah, it's Kat, and she's gonna tell you all about our store. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for that introduction. I'm just here today to talk to you guys about the Dames and Dragons store. You can find it at damesanddragons.store. We've made it so easy. In fact, we have a brand new sticker up for sale. It's the companion piece to the other Dames character stickers, the Slake sticker. It says a little cute little beetle. It says, I'll do my best, just like your old pal Slake always says. So head on over to our store, pick that up along with stickers, pins, prints. So head on over to damesanddragons.store. And while you're on that internet, hey, why don't you stop on by your local podcast review store and drop us a review? It really helps us out. We so appreciate our reviewers. We couldn't do it without you. So, thank you guys for reviewing us. Thank you for helping us climb those charts. Thank you for helping us find our people. I feel like the corporate energy is finally wearing off here. I'm coming back to myself. Coming back to my body. Sorry you had to meet Carol, my work persona. She loves meetings. She enjoys talking to people. And she's always here to help. But now I'm Kat, and I'm not here. And now let's move on to a few seconds of silence where one could put an advertisement for another podcast.
Sometimes, winning a game isn't about dealing the most damage, or drawing the most cards, or making any measurable contribution towards victory. But hey, just because you don't have the stats doesn't mean you're not a gamer god, alright? Enter The Intangibles, a podcast on the Hrexpect network, where me, Kenny, and my brother Matt break down all the things that are hard to quantify in games. All kinds of games. We're talking classics like Sonic's the Hedgehogs, and chess, and 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Great game, by the way. We're talking new releases like
insert latest trending games on Twitch here.
Single player, co-op, competitive, card games, board games, role-playing games, play-by-mail games, the Wakes. We do deep dives into our favorite games, digging into the intangibles that make them great and the intangibles that will make you a better player, and hey, maybe even a better person. Check out the intangibles on whatever the heck platform you're listening to right now.
Wonderful. That advertisement, very cool. And now a message for Chantel. Chantel, the code word is sporty like a tuna. The sleeper agent is activated. Go. So after you guys were done in the crafts yurt, the dinner bell rings. And you guys head over to the dining hall, and for dinner tonight there is fried chicken with Texas toast.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
And coleslaw.
This is so bad every time.
God, I'm so hungry.
But there's like a nice sauce too.
Oh yeah, there's a great sauce. There's a great sauce.
But it's tangy and spicy.
Yeah, it's tangy and spicy.
And so when you guys once you guys have your food, and Lyle, the master of horses of the camp, he comes over to you, the Gap.
Oh.
And he crouches down so you guys are at eye level while you're sitting at the table, and he's like, "Hey, the Gap, I heard you weren't feeling well today. I just wanted to come check in. I didn't think anyone would want to miss their stable time."
Oh, I didn't want to, Lyle.
The Gap was unwell.
I grab his hands and I'm like, you have to believe me.
And he gently tries to extract his hands from yours, and he goes, "Oh, okay.
I love those horses.
Oh, yes, I can see that. Well, are you feeling any better?"
I'm feeling much better, thank you. I look at him with huge eyes.
And he says, "Well, good, because otherwise I wouldn't have recommended eating the fried chicken." Well,
excuse me, what does that mean? What?
Only that's...
What's in the chicken?
Oh, Suki just makes it in the way that you're supposed to make fried chicken, which is to say it is so greasy that you will be feeling it for the next several days.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
He says, "Well, as long as you're feeling all right, do you think you'll be going out tonight for your free period or staying in?"
Why do you ask?
Oh, I simply wish to know where our campers are going to be during their free period.
It's not really a free period then, is it, if you're keeping track of where everyone is?
It is our job. We have to keep track of you, otherwise your parents are going to be pretty mad.
Interesting.
I don't know. I was planning on maybe exploring a little bit.
right, well, just, don't push yourself too hard. I want to make sure we see you out the stables to... Well, actually, that's right. Tomorrow you guys are all going hiking, aren't you? And he looks over at Nix, who goes, oh, no, is that tomorrow? He says, that is tomorrow. You guys will be challenging the Bellius Bluffs Trail. And Nix goes, oh, that's right. Well, the Gap, if you're still not feeling good, just let me know. It's a pretty hard hike, so, I don't want you to, poop yourself to death.
I wouldn't.
It's happened before.
Hey, I'm still alive.
Wow.
Ainsley, that's really mean.
I'm sorry. The truth is the truth.
Well,
that poop was confidential between friends. Whatever.
Well, Lyle pats you on the back of the Gap and he says, all right, well, I think that's my cue to leave this conversation.
Could I visit the horses during the free period?
Yes, I think that we can arrange that if you'd like to come visit the horses. That's fine.
Oh, thank you.
All right, well then,
thank you, Lyle.
he sort of nods. He goes, "Oh, okay, all right."
I like stroke his arm.
And he pulls his arm away. He goes, "Okay, I'll meet you at the stables then."
You will see me there.
All right, and then Lyle leaves.
Okay,
and you guys are left with your fried chicken.
So are we not gonna go exploring tonight then, the Gap?
Well, we can do both.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to investigate the stables, see if there's anything amiss.
I gotta look for rhinestones on those horses.
Oh, the Gap, very astute.
All right, I guess that makes sense, and I do love a horse, so...
Maybe we can steal one to take it with us.
The Gap, you're a genius! Oh my god, Operation Horse Theft.
The Gap, you contain multitude.
And commences.
No empty gaps here. Everything's full of... smart stuff.
Oh, the Gap, I love it when you make Gap jokes.
And Zalzia comes and sits down next to you, the Gap, now that Lyle's gone. And she goes, hey, so what are you guys doing with your free period?
Nothing, Zalzia.
We're gonna take a nap together in one bed.
The Gap needs a nap.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever. Okay. Well, I was gonna head out to the garden for a little bit. I wanted to see if you're gonna come with me, but if you're taking a nap, you need your rest. I know you weren't feeling well. It's really too bad that you missed our stable time today, the Gap. You wouldn't believe it.
What happened? Zalzia, tell me everything.
One of the horses bent her head down to me, and we made eye contact, and I looked into her soul, and I saw the universe expand before me in the eyes of a horse, and I knew what true love was. It was amazing.
Oh my god. Did Jethica even survive something like that?
Jethica fell off a horse.
Oh my god.
She was pretty mad.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. But
Does she still like horses?
She was really, she felt like she and the horse just hadn't connected yet. I think.
Okay. Phew, what a relief.
Yeah, she said she was going to go back to the stables tonight, which I told her probably wasn't a good idea since, they told us not to go out after dark. But she said you guys have been doing it all bunch, so it's probably fine.
Yeah, we have not been doing anything like that. We sleep.
Jethica's gonna die if she does that.
Jethica's literally gonna
Zalzia,
die.
look at me.
Yeah.
You cannot let Jethica do this.
Well, I don't know. I'm not Jethica's, she's Jethica. I can't stop her from doing
You are Jethica's keeper from now on.
Come to think of it, I don't know that we should stop Jethica, but
What are you saying?
That's fucked up, Antonio.
I'm just saying that if we were to tail her, we might find out what's been happening to the campus.
Use Jethica as bait. Zalzia, you need to leave.
Zalzia,
First, give me a hug. Thank you for the recap.
she gives you a hug and goes, okay, well, I guess I'll go sit with Teisler then.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. And you see her going over to Teisler, who's like, isn't that guy your friend? And she's like,
As soon as I hear that, the Gap makes eye contact with Teisler and is shaking their head.
And
no.
Jessica, you just hear Jessica saying, I genuinely don't know.
I elbow Ainsley and I say, oh, well, would you look at that? It seems the Gap is certainly...
Oh
making friends.
Yeah, no,
That's not what I would call it, Tony.
yeah.
The only friend I've made lately is you.
Tony,
You're acting like an idiot.
the only person that we're friends with besides each other, and like that's on a thin line right now. Like you better watch your fucking words.
I'm just saying. It's just an observation.
Do you even want to be our
Do
friend?
you even want to be in this polycule?
Do you even want? Do you want to be our very best friend, Tony? Don't say no. If you say no,
You say no.
I'll go crazy.
Cap's gonna go crazy. I have no idea what that looks like. It is wild. It's actually pretty cool, but you shouldn't say no.
Last time I almost shit myself to death.
That's absolutely true.
Anton just like has like a look of sort of like bafflement and like vague disgust on their face, but they say, well, let's just not get too carried away.
All right.
Yeah, okay, well.
Are we willing to sacrifice Jessica?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know her.
I do.
Well, God, but like, what's your read on her? Like, is she worth like being alive or like what?
Yes, does Jessica deserve to live? Yeah. Answer quickly.
Yeah, she deserves to live. Oh my, what are you saying?
I'm just checking.
She,
Okay, well then I guess like we'll use her as bait, but like we'll save her life if like anything crazy happens.
okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, then she'll probably owe us a favor.
Yeah. Oh my God, then we can extort her.
I don't think she has anything. I don't think she has anything.
I wouldn't be so hasty, the Gap. Everyone has something.
Jesus Christ. These bitches really are in middle school, huh?
This polycule is great.
This polycule is popping off.
Oh my God.
All right.
All right, well, you see, as you're finishing up your chicken, you watch Jessica. She gives like a look around like she's, sneaking, but obviously she's just walking out the front doors. And you watch her leave.
I thought she was going to sneak out tonight and do it.
It is evening.
It is, yeah, this is the evening free period.
Oh,
Right
okay.
before
She
dark.
just thinks that she's being sneaky by doing it literally during free period when she's
I thought
allowed to do it.
Allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's that kind of person who's like,
Yeah.
she thinks like anything that is even like slightly, she didn't ask for permission. She thinks she's
Okay.
breaking a
She's
rule.
breaking a rule.
Got it.
Yeah.
A goody two shoes.
Yeah, she's me. She's me when I was 13. She is heading towards the stables.
Okay, so we're going to follow her.
We're gonna follow her. All right, so when you get to the stables, obviously Lyle is there because he's waiting for you, the Gap.
Yeah.
And he sees Jessica and he goes, "Oh, Jessica, you've decided to come with too for, I know you didn't have quite the best experience today, but, that everyone here is fed and watered now and they're a little bit calmer, so maybe, you'll have a little bit more luck this time." And Jessica is like, "I don't need luck. We have a special bond. We're just working on it."
Okay.
You can see a little, like, shitty, like, smile on Postminger's face.
Postminger also fell off a horse, so Postminger shouldn't be...
Postminger elbows Ainsley and says, "Can you imagine falling off a horse?"
Yeah, I've literally never fallen off a horse in my life.
The Gap holds up their macaroni art of Postminger falling off the horse.
Oh my god. Postminger like looks enraged and is like, "Put that away.
Oh my God, that's way too realistic to not have been crafted from memory.
All right, so what do you guys want to do here?
Well, what's is Lyle just hanging out?
Yeah.
So I think we'll just like walk up like we're very normal and let's investigate for rhinestones first. And like we'll wait until Jessica fucks up and injures herself and Lyle has to take her somewhere.
It has to murder her. He has to
Take her out back and destroy her.
She's gonna break her leg and Lyle's
You're gonna have to put her down.
They're gonna have she will have to be destroyed.
So I want to like start, like looking around at the like at the ground and everywhere and investigating, and I'm just going to be like, "Oh, what lovely craftsmanship on this barn."
Right. What kind of skills?
I'm going to use my notice and try and notice some beautiful...
Notice some rhinestones.
Try to notice me, senpai.
I'm going to look for a rhinestone in this haystack.
All right. You are right that it is a haystack and you're looking for something very small. So I will make you roll for this.
And I'm going to also be like, I'm looking on the horses and like on their equipment as well.
Okay. So I'm going to set this as we're going to set this as a 5 difficulty.
We could aid in theory, right?
Yeah, you could.
Can I use gossip to chat Lyle up?
Yeah.
Like distract him?
Yeah, and
And
distract
your
him as well.
distraction. Okay,
Yeah, so
I
I'm
won't
not
make you roll
avoiding
for
him.
that. You don't have to roll. You just tell me like how much you want to spend, and then I will.
Do I also have to spend?
You don't have to spend anything if you're just trying to distract him.
I will spend a notice. I look around.
You look around. All right, so
Investigate.
we'll come back to what you do or do not find the gap. Ainsley, what are you going to say to Lyle?
So I go up to Lyle. I assume is Jessica like on a horse or what?
Jessica is staring deeply into the eyes of a horse currently, while Lyle is holding the reins for her.
Okay. Ainsley goes up to Lyle and is like, so, like, I wasn't here today, but, like, give me the deal. Like, did Jessica...
It's Jessica.
What kind of name is Jessica?
What kind of
Sorry,
name
guys.
is
I have
Jessica?
a
No
list.
one's even named that.
Jessica. Super fell off a horse today, right? Like, what happened?
Oh my god, you don't have to bring it up,
Like, were you squeezing with
Ainsley.
your knees? You have to squeeze with your knees.
Please, I'm trying to form a spiritual bond here.
Jessica, like, you have... it's not about bonding. Like, you have to, like, show the horse that, like, you are gonna, like, take care of it. It's like a scary little animal. You know, like, she shadows all the time.
Say, Lyle, how long have you worked here?
Oh, I've been here pretty much my whole life. Foya is my cousin, and both of us grew up in this camp as her mother was running it. So I took on the Master of Horses position when her father passed on, and I've been working here with the horses ever since.
How many children would you say you've seen fall off a horse and die?
I've never seen any children fall off a horse and die, but I've seen plenty of them fall off and get bruises and scrapes. It's perfectly normal. It's part of learning.
But I assume you've seen them die in other ways.
Yeah.
I have never seen a child die.
What about, like, have you ever seen, like, a kid fall off a horse and, like, break their leg and then you had to take them to the back and, like, destroy them?
No, we have Bragmeyer is a talented healer, believe it or not.
Bragmeyer. Did you ever
Bragmeyer.
see them after Bragmeyer healed them, or, like, did
Yes.
they disappear and go home?
No. Bragmeyer would heal them. They'd rest up for a day, and it's perfectly fine.
Did you ever help Bragmeyer to maybe, I don't know, dispose of any bodies by burning them inside of the craft yard? Did that ever happen at all? Just like on a Friday or something, maybe after you did your other activities?
Have you guys been listening to Nix's stories? That girl does love to tell a story.
Oh, we've not been listening to anything except for our own incredible intuition.
Well,
So true.
well, no, there have been no children have died here at the camp.
That's a lie.
I mean, statistically, that doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
at
how
least
long has the camp
one-
been in operation?
Yeah.
Surely there was at least one medical
If
emergency.
it's over 10 years and nobody's died, that's actually more suspicious.
You're absolutely right, Ainsley. Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah.
I think this is. Do you want to? Would you like to ride a horse?
I suppose. I mean, Jessica, that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Going out unsupervised into the night on a horse.
I'm not going out. Lyle says no one is going out unsupervised into the night with a horse, but
Oh.
you can ride a horse if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll ride a horse.
All right. We'll pick out a horse on. We'll go through the lesson that we were going to cover next is about choosing your tack. So why don't you all go ahead and choose some equipment for your horse, and I'll help you get your horse fitted out, and we'll get you up on there. All right.
Do you have anything that's brand name?
No, I'm afraid we do not have any brand name bridles.
Do you have anything with
Animals.
like rhinestones on them?
That's a bit gaudy. No.
Well, you don't have to be rude about it. Some of us like rhinestones.
Well, I see you're a man of taste, Lyle.
All right. So meanwhile, the Gap, you're snooping. You're snooping
Yeah, I'm
around.
digging in the hay like a dog.
Digging in the hay like a dog.
Finding some horse boobies.
With your point of notice, you
They're quite large.
do find some horse poop.
Yeah.
After spending your point of notice.
Are there rhinestones in it?
Yeah.
There are no rhinestones in the horse poop. You do look.
Yeah, of course. Naturally.
You don't find any rhinestones in this barn. What you do, using your point of notice, as you're like looking around and you're searching, you notice that there is actually a second barn that is behind this one. It's out in like the wooded area. It's like you look out at the stable window and you see for the first time that there is actually another barn back there.
Oh, a secret barn.
the Gap would like to disappear and sneak into the secret barn.
All right.
I use my sneak skill and I sneak.
I heard there was a secret barn that David played.
Did it please the Lord?
It pleased the Gap.
The Gap. All right. So you sneak back to the secret barn, and it's actually, when you get back there, it's not like it's a secret hidden barn or anything. It's just
secret.
It's just that there are a couple other horses here. You recognize two of the horses as the ones that Bragmeyer had hooked up to the carriage to bring you guys in. You also see that the carriage is back here. It looks like this is kind of like a coach house sort of situation. Sure. This is just kind of where they keep the horses that aren't for the campers to use. Mm-hmm. So there's the two horses that Bragmeyer used, and then there is another big black stallion stabled here. What would you like to do?
I want to inspect that stallion and I want to befriend it.
You want to befriend? Okay. You're gonna have to roll to befriend it.
Okay.
With your
I have flattery.
You have flattery. I don't think you can. I don't know that you can.
I have reassurance.
Do you have any? No, Ainsley's the one with all the horsemanship.
Yeah, I have all the horse skills.
Reassurance, though, is totally...
I have riding skills.
You have riding skills.
Yeah.
You will have to roll a. We'll say it's just going to be a 4, just to befriend the horse.
Yeah.
Make sure it's very calm. It's going to be a 4.
And of riding.
Yeah.
I have to, okay. I'll spend 1 and hope for the best. Oh my god! I got a 6.
Woo!
Hell yeah!
All right. The horse snorts and scrapes the ground with a hoof as you approach, but you reach out with your incredible calm
presence,
calm Gap energy.
The horse calms down, and you are able to put your hand on its muzzle. And it is a beautiful big black horse.
And I'm so small,
and you're just a little guy, and the horse is a big guy, and you have a connection of big and small.
Yeah,
all creatures.
He thinks I'm cute.
Yeah, he thinks you're just a little guy. He thinks you're just a little guy. What else do you want to do here?
I'm inspecting him.
You're inspecting him?
Yeah. For clues.
He is not currently he's not wearing a bridle or tack or anything like that.
And I'm also inspecting him to see if I recognize him.
I mean, it's been dark the last couple times you've seen the horse and rider, so you couldn't say for sure that this is the same horse.
But it does look similar.
It does it's a big black horse, but
Does he have any distinctive markings?
Just pure black. Black beauty.
What kind of horseshoes does he have? Does he are his ears pierced?
No.
What is his mane in a braid?
No, nothing like that. No,
maybe I'll have to leave a marking.
Yeah. Braid him.
Something small and inconspicuous.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a little braid in his tail.
Okay.
A little beautiful braid.
Okay, yeah.
So next time if I see this horse, I'm gonna check for its braid.
Yes. Yep. All right. Sounds good. And since you got such a high sneak roll, you did not get caught. You were able to sneak right back to the main
Hell yeah, the Gap.
Classic Gap.
And meanwhile, you guys have been absolutely just dunking on Jessica 24/7.
You're monsters.
You're absolutely being absolutely monstrous.
I'm doing jumps in my horse over little things.
I'm talking to Jessica because I'm trying to keep a close eye on her, and I'm like, so Jessica, just out of curiosity, how dedicated would you say you are to remaining alive?
And Jessica looks and goes, that is the most rich boy or most rich person question I have ever heard. Do you just ask everybody who has less money than you if they like remaining alive? What the hell is that?
Yeah,
only if it comes up.
I can confirm that ask everybody this.
And Jessica says, it didn't come up. You just brought it up. What the hell?
I mean, if I brought it up, then it came up. We're arguing semantics at this point.
She goes, okay, well, yeah, I'm pretty invested in remaining alive because I need this horse to be my best friend, and then we're going to travel the universe together in a spiritual, romantic journey.
Okay, good to know.
Fucking rich kids.
Ainsley trots up on their horse and says to Jessica, have you ever heard of the Horse Prince, Jessica?
Shut the fuck up.
And Jessica, her eyes get really wide and she goes, oh my gosh, no. Is there a prince of horses? Is he looking for a wife?
Yes.
The prince of all horses.
The prince of horses.
Who is this horse prince? I've never heard of him.
Ainsley gives you look like
You're being a dumbass.
Yeah, you're being a dumbass. Yeah, thank you. And they say, the Prince of Horses lives in Elfra. And he is the size of a house.
But like, how big of a house is he?
Like an average middle class house. Like kind of 2 stories.
That's a pretty big horse.
Yeah, he's huge. And
oh wait, I think I have heard of this. Those heroes in the song. They went to.
no, it's not about that.
Like that guy.
No.
Slake, right?
No, that's not what it's about. This is about the horse prince.
No, I'm so
There's a horse, and he's looking for love.
I'm pretty sure I heard that the heroes from the song, like Slake and
You
the
heard
giant
wrong.
lady.
You heard
I'm
wrong.
pretty sure I heard that they went and like saw the horse prince and like maybe
No.
I think Slake might have married the horse prince.
No.
Am I hearing the gossip right?
Slake is incapable of marriage. It didn't happen that way. Listen to me when I'm telling you. The horse prince is looking for love, and the horse prince could not love Slake.
Okay,
It's not possible.
It seems like you're getting really defensive about this.
Anyways, I just happen to know about these things. Like, I just like have connections. Anyways, they say that only the truest hearted person can fall in love with the horse prince.
Yeah, it sounds like that guy from the song.
And that
Sounds like that person from the song.
No. And that when they do, they're destined to be clopped in half.
Okay, I'm definitely sure that was in the Bard song.
No, it wasn't. I made it up on my own. I mean, it's a folklore that is everybody knows about it.
Is there
Antonio?
If there's something I'm getting to with this story, is there like a I don't know, a beat?
No.
Like, is there some sort of ulterior goal you have? And
So while this conversation is happening and the Gap, you've returned, and Lyle puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Hey, you sort of disappeared there. Are you not feeling well again?"
Yeah, I had to go to the bathroom.
All right. Well, why don't you head back to the cabin? It seems like you probably need to get some more rest. And I'll tell you, there's one thing you don't want to do when you are having some downstairs troubles. You don't want to be on the back of a horse. Trust me.
Oh, Lyle, that is dark.
I mean, I don't know. It might be good for you to walk around a little bit.
Yeah. Get the tubes moving.
There's a bell that clangs in the distance. He goes, "Just in time. All right, guys, you got to get back to your cabins."
What the heck? That was so short.
Ainsley turns their horse around and begins to trot back to the cabin.
Ainsley, come back here. Ainsley.
What? I can't hear you.
Ainsley, keep going.
Oh no!
Are you really going to try and ride away on the horse, Ainsley?
Don't worry, Lyle. I'll go after them and get them back. And I swat my horse and go, yeah! And I gallop after them.
All right. Well, the Gap.
Begins to walk.
I look at Lyle and I say, I'm sorry I told them to keep going.
He goes, all right. Well, and he claps you on the shoulder. Then he heads back to that back barn to get a horse to go pursue Ainsley and Anton, I guess.
Oh my god.
Horse chase.
Well, okay, but here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, he goes to do that. We come back to the barn, drop off the horses, and then we're gonna grab Gap and walk off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he'll be going to and from that barn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm still gonna have you roll.
We're just pranking Lyle for fun.
It's a 4.
That's a 4. That's a 4. Okay. Well, then you prank Lyle for fun.
Yes.
You guys circle your horses around. You actually have a surprisingly easy time shaking him.
Interesting.
And you circle your horses back around, you drop them off, and pick up the Gap.
So we go back to our cabin.
Good one, guys.
Wait, we don't want to go back to our cabin, do we? Didn't we want to like? Well, I guess then again, Jessica did just like go to bed instead of getting kidnapped.
As we're walking back, the Gap says, Okay, you guys kept Jessica from bonding with her horse, right?
Yes, as we all mutually planned to do.
I don't think there was like really anything that we needed to do to keep that from happening, but
All right, well,
You're dreadful.
I'll keep a close eye on her, okay?
Yeah.
And if she sneaks out, I'm gonna signal you with a bird call, with an owl hoot.
yeah.
Yes, let's hear that.
Okay, it'll sound like this. Hoo!
That sounds exactly like an owl. I actually don't know if that's going to wake me up because it sounds so natural.
It shouldn't wake you up. You should be awake.
We'll be awake.
Yeah.
One of you needs to be awake at least.
We will be awake. Both
And if
of
you
us.
hear hoo in the night,
yeah,
you come
we'll come.
follow me, and we're gonna stop Jessica from being eaten
Yeah.
or killed or energy vampired.
Yes, we'll stop that from
We will
happening.
keep that from happening, and both of us are
Antone,
definitely going to be
take
awake.
this seriously.
I'm taking it deadly seriously. I'm just, I mean,
Your voice sounds very ironic.
no, I mean, we're going to stop it from happening. But we'll be secure in the knowledge that even if we don't stop it from happening, we'll have gained some knowledge.
I don't like your attitude, but just listen for the who.
I'm a very light sleeper. It won't be a problem.
All right. So you guys head back to your cabins?
Yeah.
All right, you head back to your cabins. Nyx in the owlbear cabin goes around and taps everyone's head to count them, and then she goes, "All right, lights out, peace out. Don't wake me."
Nyx, I know we have to go on that dreadful hike tomorrow.
Yeah, it sucks.
You don't suppose there's any chance we could take the horses?
No.
Oh, but Nyx, my little feet.
Oh wait, your little feet?
Yes.
Are they gonna hurt? Is hiking gonna hurt your little princely feet?
Oh my god.
Nyx, I'm beginning to suspect that there's something in your tone that indicates that you're not taking this issue seriously.
Oh, Antoine, your little feeties are
Get
gonna
him,
hurt,
Nyx.
Antoine.
Get him.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Good night.
Anton just stands there with his mouth open and blinking in shock.
So meanwhile, in the Woolly Rhino's cabin, Brant is doing a head count, and he looks around and he goes, "Anyone see Zalzia?"
We forgot about Salzia! The Gap screams and sits down on their bed.
And Brant goes, "Do you know where Zalzia is?"
I wish I did, Brant. I wish I did.
All right, well, everybody just stay here. She probably just... You're just taking a little extra time in the bathroom. Sounds like there might be a stomach bug going around. I'll have Nyx come and check.
Oh no, Salzia. It wasn't supposed to come to this.
How does everybody else in the tent react to this?
Everyone's kind of just looking at you, the Gap, and
Everybody, all two of them.
all two of them. Yeah, there's only two of you left. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
Kyle and Jessica both look at you, and Jessica goes, "The Gap, did you kill Zalzia?" And Kyle goes, "I don't think the Gap could kill anyone."
I'm not a murderer.
See?
But I might as well be.
And Kyle goes, "The Gap, you gotta tell us what you know,
Why?
so that we can stop anything bad from happening to us. Our numbers are dwindling. Have you not noticed? There's just 3 of us left in this cabin."
Thank you, Kyle, for that observation. Kyle, I wish I could trust you with this, but we're not friends. The only one I was close to being friends with was Salzia.
And Jessica rolls her eye and goes, "Whatever, your friends are mean anyway."
It's objectively true.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
You can't really deny that one.
Well,
They're just misunderstood.
that's an interesting perspective, Jessica.
Well,
I'm sorry if they said anything that offended you.
they say things that offend me literally every time they open their mouth. I
And I said, I'm sorry.
And Kyle goes, well, look, I'm going to stay up. We need to take shifts because clearly Brant is like, he's a nice guy, but he's not keeping watch.
He can't protect us.
He can't protect us. So we have to sleep in shifts. I'll take the first shift and then I'm going to wake up you, the Gap. All right. And you're going to take the middle shift. And then you wake up Jessica. Jessica, you're going to take the last shift. Okay. We're going to stay up. We're going to keep watch. And if anything happens, we're going to make a signal. Okay.
What should our signal be?
It's going to be an owl.
Well, what would that sound like?
Well, it sounds like...
No, that is a terrible signal. We cannot use that signal. No.
Well, okay. Do you have a better idea?
I need to go test that signal right now, actually, for an unrelated reason.
Okay.
I go out inside and I go, who?
And because it has not even been like 5 minutes since we settled in for bed, I would assume that Ainsley and I hear the hooing.
Yeah, Ainsley's like just about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Who? Wake up! Who?
Dash it all.
well, the Gap's probably being killed and like, they're my best friends. So I basically would stay up for 40 days and 40 nights to save their life. Let's go.
All right. Are you guys gonna just walk out? Are you sneaking out? How are you getting out?
Is Nyx like in her bunk or like?
Yeah, she's in her bunk.
Is she like facing the wall?
Actually, while when you hear that, Brant comes into the cabin and he like grabs Nyx and she's like, "Oh my god, I was just about to fall asleep." Fine, and the two of them leave.
Oh my god, free real estate. Let's go.
Who's left in your cabin?
I think
Teisler.
You've got Teisler, Alicine, and that's it. Besides Antonio.
Counselor, yeah.
All right. So do I see that like the counselors went somewhere?
Yeah, you from where you are outside your cabin going. Hoo, hoo.
Yeah.
You see Nyx and Brant like talking in hushed tones for a minute, and then they head off towards the office.
Okay. And when they do that, I just go over to your guys' cabin because I want to ask Teisler if he knows anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well, we see you come in.
We're like about to head out.
Yeah. And
I come in and I'm like, oh,
my god, we were coming. Like,
you don't need to.
Oh.
Get what's happening.
Zalzia. They took Zalzia.
When you come to Hrose Camp, you will ride a Hrose. When you come to Hrose Camp, you will have no choice. So many ways to learn and grow, and Hrose is still to ride. So come on down to Hrose Camp. We have nothing to hide.
God fucking bless the Gap.
The Gap is so stupid.
Perfect, and iconic.
So wise.
And so wise.
So wise.
So wise.
We could all take a page from the Gap's book.
We really could.
And we could all take a Gap from the Page's book.
I don't wish to continue the conversation.
You're learning already.